Jackson looking to throw right away.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And he is such a tough quarterback to defend because you got to remember, arguably, he's more dangerous outside the pocket than he is in it. But how about the job they did defensively to stay with the receiver and knock the ball away? I think they had a sigh of relief there because oftentimes when he gets outside the pocket, big plays result downfield.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Jackson. And right away, he lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. Fourth down, here's Jackson.
That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay.
And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Brady. Looks for White, but it's intercepted.
Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And his throw is incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Jackson. Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Mike Edwards picks it off. And the Buccaneers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. They start the drive with White. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Brandon Stevens there on the tackle.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Slot man moves right. Throwing on second down. Brady. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his second interception.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. That's the reason why. Well, we just saw shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
Now they'll send the tight end in motion left. Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked up by Levante David.
And the Bucs force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
You'd think defenses might be a little more prepared for plays like this, because so many offensive coordinators, when they get the ball after a turnover, they do like to dial up a deep ball right away. And if I were a defensive coordinator in this league, that's exactly what I would say to my defense before they went out to play. In this case, though, they didn't get the message, and a big play resulted. I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Brady will try again on second down. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And they move this all the way down to the 9. It's a gain of 34. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive. And these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other, and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Only a yard on the completion. It's second and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage, because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The slot man in motion right. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. To throw, it's Brady. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
So many times I advocate not challenging coverage downfield, but on this play, I thought he made an excellent decision to actually do so. If that had been complete, that would have been one for the highlight reel.
Brady now on third and goal. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Leonard Fournette
from 8 yards out.
And the Buccaneers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
Extra point put through by Succop. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Meanwhile, Jackson's throw is on target to Duvernay.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Here's Jackson. Flushed out right.
Right back to Duvernay. That's complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Throwing on second and long. Jackson, now he'll let it go deep right side.
Oh, and for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Buccaneers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
On 2nd and 10, Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
And the Ravens will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half, because that's simply not true. But you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Jackson now.
Oh, looking for Andrews downfield.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
On third down, here's Dobbins. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. That'll be good for 6, but now it's fourth down.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
They're going for it with Dobbins.
And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on fourth down. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Escape, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Throwing is Brady on third down. Airing this one out for Evans.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Suck up for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godland, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway.
This one taken just inside the 10.
Well, now how about this return?
And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
What a way to start the second half. These guys are showing no signs of letting up. They have a chance to take a decided advantage with this possession.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Brady looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
The line to gain is the 33 on third down. Now a play fake. Brady. Forced out to his left. Looking downfield for Godland.
And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. Steps away to his left. Open man is Godland. It's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Fournette will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Now Brady. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Russell Gage from 4 yards out.
And the Bucs take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point try now for Succop. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Buccaneers 21, Ravens nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And a short kick taken at about the 16.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. To throw is Brady. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Out of the pistol, it's Fournette. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Second down and 12 at the 19-yard line.
On play action, now Brady. This is caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. First catch so far for Julio. He's got a first down. Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play.
And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady.
And the Buccaneers up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. So definitely a good day's work throwing the football. Very good day's work. A 4th touchdown passes. They're really pouring it on.
Yeah, and so much for going into clock mode after getting that touchdown, right? Because you would think with the lead, 4th quarter, they might actually do that. No chance. They've kept attacking and got another touchdown pass as a result.
Extra point up and good by Suckup. And it is 28-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
A short kick taken at the 18.
And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen
and my goodness, another interception.
Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Buccaneers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me, because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will bring this back. It's a pick-6 and a Raven touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football, because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And that pick-6 a moment ago doesn't change things too much. They still seem pretty comfortable with a 3-possession 4th quarter lead.
Oh, felt like that move deserved more than he got there. A gain of 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw taken in by Evans here.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Fournette, a first down carry.
They'll get this down to the 38.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
Here's Brady to throw. Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, 38 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point put through by Succop. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
A short kick taken at the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time?
And now here is another interception. Carlton Davis picks it.
And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football.
All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
Brady going to look to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. This one taken in by Otten.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the fourth quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns. And it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
A short kick taken at the 18.
And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this.
And that's caught inside the 30. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. That's complete, left side to Bateman.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
They'll run with Dobbins.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
On 2nd and goal, Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
3rd and goal, Jackson.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Logan Ryan.
And the Buccaneers are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Pack it. 450. Alpha. Pack it, reload.
Brady going to throw here.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
Come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. I pull the sword out the border, walk a floor full of cobras. Go to war with you all, we can brawl toe to toe. I can tighten loops in my lace and make lightning lose in a race. I make fire cool and come back from the triangle in Bermuda. I can suit up, live in the moon up, working and outsmarting computers. I can outswim all the tuna, and that's without a scuba. So in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. I can make time traveling a surprise. Make graveyards feel alive. Break the immortal down to his demise. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights.